Go! Hi, my name is Henry Pazos, and today I'll be presenting to you guys my presentation on learning disabilities. The specific learning disability that I chose was dyslexia. Many of you guys may be wondering, what is dyslexia? Well, dyslexia is a learning disorder characterized by difficulty reading due to problems with identifying speech, sounds, and how they relate to letters and words. It affects reading and language skills and is so often diagnosed through a series of tests assessing memory, vision, spelling, and reading skills. While dyslexia occurs on a continuum from mild to severe, it is important to note that there is no cure. Next to me, as you can see, is a visual representation of a student who I created. So everyone say hi to Julian. Julian is a 10-year-old male, as you can see. Some of his interests are cars, playing with Legos, basketball, and animals. Some strengths that Julian has is good at using sounds for pronunciation, good at drawing, and has good patience. Some specific challenges that Julian faces or has with their disability is trouble reading because of mixing letters. So he sees the letters backwards or mixes them. For example, B and D. Another challenge is trouble staying in the thought process. Julian likes to wander or think of something else or focus on something else other than completing the activity that he's working on. Another challenge is he can become emotional due to frustration, which occurs with a lot of children who have dyslexia. His support system is his family, that includes his mother, father, brother, and sister, his school, which includes his teachers and counselors, and his friends. All right, guys. Intervention plan. Section academic accommodations. Certain accommodations we could do in school or in an environment is oral presentations or projecting lessons, which can help students showcase their understanding. As well, using technology, so using iPads or computers for educational purposes. But those can be hard for them to manage or also be distracting. So here we created a lesson with my student Julian, and basically this lesson is we're gonna be doing some sound pronunciation with this project that I created. So here we have the word cat. As we can see, I made him draw certain characters or visual representations to represent each letter. So for the C, he drew a cat. For the A, he drew an apple, and for the T, he drew a tree. So since students struggle with words and pronunciation, especially with those with dyslexia, here we have the intervention, which we use the sensory of touch with the Play-Doh here. As you can see, I have them into little balls. So each letter he's gonna be saying, he's gonna squeeze it, and then together he's gonna smash them in order for him to create the word and pronounce the word cat. So go ahead, Julian. What's this letter?
C,
And what's this letter?
A,
And then what's this letter?
T.
And now can you squeeze these together and tell me what the word means?
Cat?
Yes, correct. As you can see, he was using the sound for him to be calming and also use it for just sensory. Okay guys, for the intervention plan for section physical or sensory accommodations, some things that we can do to help Julian is engaging multiple sensory accommodations, engaging on hands-on activities, visual aids, incorporating materials with texture, visual cues to help differentiate letters and sound. As you guys can see, here I have my student Julian, who's about to, who are we going to practice letters, and I will have him do an activity where each letter that we create throughout the alphabet, he will be creating visual representations to help him remember the letters. So as you can see, he's gonna write the letter A. And now, Julian, can you create a picture that you think will help you remember the letter A? apple. Okay, great. May you color it? Okay, now we'll also follow up with the letter B. So Julian, can you create the letter B and then create an image that will help you remember the letter B, as in B, bubblegum, B, butterfly. Or B, as in banana. So for Julian, he'll remember B for banana. One more. Let's try the letter C. Okay, Julian, can you create a picture that will help you remember the letter C? As in cat, C as in cup, or Alright, so Julian created a cup for C, a banana for B, and an apple for A. So these are just some great ways that students can remember the letters. Okay, so I will be now explaining the process of the intervention that we just talked about, which we used the Play-Doh for helping of pronunciation of words. So step 1 is have the student write out the word letter by letter. This will allow them to practice their handwriting as well. Next will also be have students create small visual / drawings that relate to the letter. And the example here is A equals apple. As you can see right here in the picture that included the A, our student drew an apple for the letter A. Number 3 is use Play-Doh and roll into balls or just squishy balls. And the balls allows them to squish with their fingers, so they use the sensory of touch. Number 4 is students can practice each vowel as many times as they want. So they could write out the C as many times as they want, the A or the T. And they could practice the pronunciation. So C is K and A is A. And step number 5 is when ready, students will smash the Play-Doh together. So like this, which essentially they will be saying the complete word with proper pronunciation. So the balls, they would say cat and then squish it, and that's how they would learn. So this is a useful tool for any grade or any one that is dyslexic, and also reflection. Overall, my plan is simple enough for all students of any grade that struggle with dyslexia. Dyslexia is a very subtle learning disability because nothing looks out of the ordinary for others, but only you know the problem you have. Learning is a safe space for kids or any of age, which helps them better themselves as a person. Reading can be very hard for students because everyone reads at a different level. Others struggle with pronunciation and sounding out words, but everyone deserves a chance and has the ability with proper resources to learn just like others with no disabilities. I think it's important that there's inclusion in school systems because students, especially children of young age, often feel excluded from their peers because they feel different. But younger kids don't know the difference between a disability and just normality, so they often get bullied. But that's not something that is appropriate for students, especially at a young age, to endure, because it can mess up their confidence or just them as a person. So I think that, being able to provide students with proper resources, with technology, and especially at their grade level, so they are able to mentally develop